So, guys, currently the Anambra State Governor Chukuma Charles Soludo is on the run after when he don't go talk waiting big person. Okay, in people come they tell and say he go regret waiting he talk about Mazi Kanu's release. You know sometimes we know they try. You get it's not everything you come out to say outside, but sometimes it's good like this because God they use all this kind of thing, they expose the real enemy. Even if you understand that there are some persons who are now using IPOP as a shade to commit crimes because Mazi Kanu is still in detention. I don't think coming out to come and talk say if you release Mazi Kanu is even useless because Nnamdi Kanu cannot stop the insecurity, going on in the southeast. According to him, Nnamdi Kanu cannot do anything concerning the insecurity in the southeast. Now the question is, the governor, he's the governor of Anambra State. What effort has he made to stop this insecurity? You get. So, my people, the matter just get as it be. In people, they vex for am. If you not talk this kind of thing when you can't talk. So, what he just said now is Nigerian government should forget about releasing Mazi Kanu. So, because if even these ones, when they talk about Nnamdi Kanu release, we eventually stop, the insecurity in the southeast. So, it's not going to work. That is what Soludo have said. Majority of Nigerians, they are not happy with him. Even his kinsmen, they are not happy with him, okay? Because the question is, I'm asking again, what effort has he made? He said he was one of those governors who is agitating for Kanu's release. But at this time, Nnamdi Kanu's release will not stop the problems, will not end the insecurity in the southeast. Maybe he has another way out from this. But the truth is that this man for not talk waiting he talk. Sometimes you go wash your dirty linens inside. It's not good. It's not everything you say. I'm saying it again. It's not everything you come outside you want to talk because you want to talk. See this one, they say you will regret them. Anyway, make I just leave you guys to watch and see what is happening. We'll come back for better analysis.
The separatist leader that is being held, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, is let out today, and some of these things we are witnessing may die down. And I want to ask her, I know that in time past you have been very vocal about the release of that young man. We may not know what you and your sister governors may be doing today to secure his release. Can we know, sir? My name is David Eleki. I work for this day newspaper. I'm also the managing editor of the Result newspaper. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think it's a very nice question and goes to the heart of it. But let me just say a few things. Yes, you are right. I have been at the forefront of the call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And part of the reason why I fervently call for his release and even requested that worst case scenario that I was even prepared to keep him here at the government house. Give him to me, I will keep him here, and whenever he is required, I present him. And part of my logic was that we really need to sit down, even with him, to interrogate this whole agitation, because an idea not examined is not worth it. That we really need to have a conversation even with him, but that's a separate conversation on itself. But then come down to the people saying that under the separate Nnamdi Kanu himself, both Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, the organization that he led and still leads, they have made several statements, issued countless releases, dissociating themselves from the sit at home, from the kidnap for ransom, from the criminality that is ongoing. The truth of the matter is that criminals have now emerged, hordes of them, organized, still using the name. So I'm not quite even sure if he comes out and says, oh, stop, whether they would, because they have tested blood and they will probably not stop hunting. They have tested what it means. They go for kidnapping and they're making millions. And so they discover that. Imagine someone who was driving an Okada rider, and they recruit him and he goes into the bush. All his life driving Okada, he has never been able to hold 100,000 naira intact at once. And now he goes into the bush and joins one gang, and they do a successful kidnap for ransom and they collect millions. He gets $1 million or $2 million. Tomorrow you want him to tomorrow you come out, in fact the person who tells him to stop is the enemy. Are you getting what I'm saying? So the matter is a lot more complicated now. It's taking a life of its own. Criminality has taken a life of its own. It's lucrative business now. All of them talking about agitation, and so on. It's just using that as a cover to gain, and this is the point I made a moment ago, to get the acquiescence or the sympathy of the ordinary person who is not informed. Because they present themselves as the liberators. Liberators, you are liberating, you are staying in the bush. How do you feed? How do you feed from month to month, from year to year? They are just criminals. And then they add to it idolatry. Every camp, everywhere they are, the very first thing they put there is a massive shrine. It's a massive shrine. In a state that is supposedly 98% Christian, you now have the resurgence of these shrines all over. Is building shrines all over the place part of the agitation? No. It's part of the agitation, arming everybody with amulets and everywhere, all their body. And they go out shooting ordinary people. Is it part of the agitation? It's part of the agitation, and the question must be asked. If anybody claims that part of why he's doing that is for agitation, when you finish killing the people you're agitating for, whom are you going to govern? Or if you turn the homeland to be desolate and everybody runs away from the homeland, how? So we must separate the two things clearly, and in my mind I have a clear separation of the two. Because Nnamdi Kanu himself has made a statement. I visited him in detention and he said the same thing to me. So I'm not quoting anybody, I'm saying he told me he doesn't support the sit at home and doesn't support the criminality that is going on by these people. And they have come out time and time again, dissociated themselves from that. There was one in Finland spewing all manner of hate and inciting people to get onto this. IPOB has also dissociated itself from that one as well, and his autopilot. And now, but you see, these guys are, I'm sure there will be maybe another 10 or 15 such other groups making money. It's what it is, lucrative criminality. Lucrative criminality. It has nothing to do with any agitation or liberating anybody from anything. They're just searching for their pockets, period. And we must get them out of our land.
Okay, as Ubike said, the best strategy is to match the criminals with force. Even with Kanu's release, the criminality will not subdue. Your Excellency, set up a counter force. that is well equipped and technical. Cosmos Nwafor said, "Did anyone listen carefully? He is definitely not crusading for his release. Oh, hey, what is this?" And another person said, Another person also said, uh, "This man, what did you smoke? They should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, okay, and hand him over to you so you can keep him in government house." As who? Take time. Oh. These are reactions from Nigerians. Another person said, "Give you Nnamdi Kanu because it's another campaign time and time for all the politicians in Anambra State to start speaking about Nnamdi Kanu. Until after election, none of you will talk about him again. You are all deceivers." Okay? Another person said, "Yeah, I respect your call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be handed over to you to be kept in your government house, and we bring him whenever it is required, is unacceptable." Okay, guys. Another person said, I told, I told you in court that he is campaigning, okay, for himself. He told the court what he wants. I don't think you are making sense a bit. So use your security vote to match the insurrections and insecurities created by your fellow politicians who control state resources. Criminals should not be associated with Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, you were elected to protect the properties of your people and protect their lives. So, guys, I'm dropping it here. Let's hear from you. What's your take? Kindly drop your comment below in the comment section. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Share this video. Let it go viral. Let Nigerians understand what is happening today in the Nigerian political landscape. Thank you and bye.